tonight. I've made this beautiful succulent steak, topped with a seasoned chimichurri and a creamy garlic and chestnut mushroom sauce, and some garlic roasted and creamy chive mash. It was just 10 out of 10 dish. This is definitely a crowd pleaser. Honestly, your friends and family will love you after this, assuming that they don't already. And for someone living alone, this was really nice and balanced. It was cost effective, and it wasn't that hard to make, to be honest. First, you're going to boil your potatoes for the creamy mash, and then I make the chimichurri. If you haven't had it before, it's super refreshing and really good to have in a steak. You just chop up the ingredients finely and then add some seasoning, and that's it, you're done. It's honestly so beautiful. Now back to the potatoes. Do not overboil them, they'll go starchy. Then I'll whole roast some garlic over the flame. I'm not sure of other cuisines, but in Bengali cuisine we do this for satnis and parathas, which is really good. It makes the garlic go really soft and smoky, so it blends really well into mash. I absolutely love doing this. Then I add a bit of cream, butter, salt and pepper, and then I sieved it through to make it extra smooth. That's why I don't want to overmash it, because if you overmash your mash, it's not going to be melt in the mouth and fluffy. It's going to be gloopy and gelatinous. Then I finish off some oniony chives, and it makes it just 10 out of 10. Then I prep my chestnut mushrooms. I feel like they're the best mushrooms to use, and smash some garlic. And now that the sides are ready, we're going to go onto the steak, because this needs to be cooked last and it has to be hot and ready. Nothing is worse than a cold rubbery steak. This meat was cheap. It was like £3 something, not too shabby. First off, heat your skillet pan into a high heat with some oil. Then add your steak and let that sear off. You want to sear the edges but not overcook the inside. For medium rare, you're going to flip this after 3 minutes. Then I add my smashed garlic and a bunch of butter, and I baste this. Then you want to tilt the pan to gather all that butter and soak it on top and keep basting it. I had one hand so I couldn't show you properly. Then after 4 or 5 minutes, it should be ready, and you put that on the side and let it rest. Now you have to work quickly here. This is why we prep the mushrooms and garlic beforehand, because we add this to the pan with the butter. Make that brown for a couple of minutes, and then you add some cream and some seasonings and let that just bubble off. Now the meat's rested. I'm going to cut that up into nice thin slices. Looks beautiful. It was so tender. I was dying to eat it. Just spritz an extra salt and pepper in the top. Also, the mushroom sauce was reduced and ready, and I quickly steamed some green beans, and I got too lazy and just chopped it, however. But this dish was absolutely beautiful. If you want to seek forgiveness from someone this Ramadan, make them this dish and I guarantee they'll love you. So definitely recommend. I hope you enjoyed